This presentation is about the CREE people of Canada. The CREE are one of the largest Indian groups in North America. There were 3 different types of CREE in Canada: the Plains CREE, the Woodland CREE, and the Northern CREE. The CREE people's lives were very different from ours. They spent most of their day out working to help their tribe. This is Howard. Howard is a CREE person of the Plains, and this is what his daily life would be like. First, he'd wake up from his teepee, and then he'd go put on his breechcloth and leggings. After that, he'd pick up his bow and arrow for a long day of hunting. The CREE people of the Plains had to hunt by foot because horses weren't introduced to North America yet. Next, Howard would spend a long day hunting buffalo because that was mainly what they hunted in the Plains. After a long day, he'd come home to his tribe. They would sometimes had to move because they usually followed buffalo herds in a nomadic lifestyle. Nomadic means they had no permanent home. Then Howard would return to his wife, who would spend her day gathering plants and taking care of the kids. If Howard lived in the woodlands, he'd stay in a birch bark building called a wigwam. And instead of hunting just buffalo, Howard would hunt more elk, moose, beavers, and rabbits. Also, he'd have an easier time getting around because he could travel down rivers in his canoe. If Howard lived in northern Canada, he'd get around using dog sled or snowshoes. Also, he would hunt seals in the ice. And because it was really cold up north, Howard would have to wear a poncho. And some days, Howard would have to go out and protect his tribe from their enemies, the Inuits. Here are some other things about the CREEs. The CREEs all tried to keep their hair in 2 long braids. The CREEs soon adapted European clothes like blouses and jackets, but they added beads and embroidery to make it their own. All their art forms mainly consisted of beading, quilting, and carving. Wampum are made of white and purple Atlantic coast seashells, which are then carved down into beads. Then the beads are threaded on string or woven into belts or sashes. Wampum had great value to Aboriginals in eastern Canada for ornament or ceremony. Particular patterns symbolized events, alliances, and people. The wampum beads were also used to form relationships, propose marriage, or make amends.